How's it going, everybody? This is Brian Funk, aka AfroDJMac, and I'm here to tell you about the brand new Ableton Live pack, Synth Brass. This is a collection of synthesized brass sounds that I created from samples of the Prophet 6 analog synthesizer. So I programmed a bunch of patches, sampled them, I ran them through a wide variety of different effects. Chorus, Ableton Live's Echo, my VHS rack, a bunch of different things to give it this kind of like vintage analog feel of these old synth brass sounds. And this is just one sound you're hearing. I'm going to kind of take you through some of the different sounds that we have in the video here. There's 32 in total. And they all have their own little take on this synthesized brass sound. So what we're trying to do is like capture just about every kind of brass sound you can imagine for your productions. And again, like I said, there's 32. I'm going to take a look inside the racks themselves. So they've all got these like fun names based on like regal things, kingly type deals. This one's called the Crown. And they come with the same macro controls. So we've got a filter, which we can take out the high frequencies with, a resonance to emphasize the little peak, and we've also got a filter envelope mount. And we can hear that in action now. Now we can control the time on the filter envelope with this control in here. You'll notice the colors all correspond together so that it's easy to see which controls go together. So my filter envelope, for instance, is this color purple, and we've got the controls for it here. So if I turn that filter real low, crank the resonance, and we'll really let the envelope do its magic. So over the course of 25 seconds, it's going all the way down. We'll make that a little bit shorter. Pretty cool. We can have it open up too by going into negative values, and I'll turn it back up. So it helps us get this like effect of a brass instrument. Go to another sound. We have control over our attack and decay, or release, so we can have a slow attack, or I can turn it back down nice and low so we get a more instant sound, and our release as well. We can have nice short releases, nice staccato notes, or we can make them last a little longer. Next, I've got a control for vintage. Now this pack comes with 32 instruments, but also comes with two audio effect racks as well. One of them is called Vintage Touch, and I've got a control here that allows me to add the vintage touch amount. And if I go inside the rack itself, I've got a delay control and time as well. So we're putting together a bunch of different effects in there, choruses, delays, to get this kind of vintage vibe going. It's a cool effect, and it works nicely on other sounds besides just these synths. We've got the delay amount, and we can affect the feedback levels as well as the time, and it's set to repitch, so you get those fun analog tape type pitch bends. And then we've got the erosion, the raspy old hiss. So we can turn in this noise to our sounds. And if I go inside this particular rack, I can play with the different tone of the noise, lower tone or something higher, and give it some width. So it's a little wider in your stereo headphones or speakers. We've got an amount control. I'm going to crank it up so you can really get a sense of what these controls are doing. We've got the different erosion modes. As you turn it more to the right, you get a more like, almost like bit crush thing happening here. So I'm really a fan of like how this particular raspy old hiss adds another dimension to the sounds. And then there's a low pass filter on top of all that, and we have an LFO that we add to that, and it pans left to right to give us a little extra movement. So you should be able to hear things moving from side to side. Cool effect, I think. And we've got the master control for that right here in the main part of the instrument rack. Now it's all clean again. Now another thing I've set up for this rack is if I start applying pressure, I get a vibrato. I'll let it up a little bit. Put it down again. So that's really nice for playing little riffs. Really cool. So it gives you a little bit of expression in there. Nice. So there are 32 of these sounds. Very happy with this pack. I think it's really cool. It captures that spirit of that brass sound that I really like a lot. A lot of my favorite songs from the old days had this sound to it. Really fun. So check it out, Synth Brass. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot for watching.